views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio. What dreams may come. Are you seeking personal guidance? Transformation Talk Radio presents Psychic World with John G. Sutton. One of Britain's top clairvoyants is your spiritual guide. Call in 1-800-930-2819.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Psychic World. I am indeed John G. Sutton, and with me this evening is my incredible co-host, the remarkable Countess Starella. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Countess.
Hello, it is I, Venus, goddess of beauty and love.
What have you been on?
Just some leftover Easter candy.
Yeah, some Easter eggs, yeah? That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a happy show this evening. And this show is all about you, yeah? It's about your hopes, your dreams, your aims, your ambitions and aspirations, your love and all that's surrounding you. You call in this evening and speak to myself, John G. Sutton, or the amazing Countess Starella, and we're here to help you achieve all that's possible in this often difficult world. Please do call in. The number to call, it's perfectly free. It's 1-800-930-2819. Make a note of that and do ring in this evening because you can speak to myself, John G. Sutton, or the amazing Countess Starella. And Countess Starella, people keep asking me, how can we possibly get in touch with this remarkable lady? Do tell us.
They may find me at CountessStarella.com, but the best way to find me live and in person, in full regalia, ready to change your lives, is on Oranum.com, where I appear nightly and almost every day.
Nightly and daily on a Oranum. Yeah, you've got your chat room on there, yeah?
That's right.
That's where people can go and see the amazing Countess Starella wearing her... You wear feathers, a hula skirt, and the full Monty, and this purple hair. Where do you get purple hair from?
Halloween stores.
I thought as much. I didn't think it was for real. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you will ring in, please, this evening. The number to ring is 1-800-930-2819. If you want to speak to me, you can speak to myself, John G. Sutton, or the amazing Countess Starella. And you can also contact me on Oranum. My name there is Psychic John G. Sutton, as you might expect. Or you can see me on my website, psychicworld.net. Or if you're really interested in finding out who I am, stick my name into Google. John G. Sutton. You'll see I've been around quite a bit. Loads of books, loads of TV, and I'm here this evening to help you. And our specialist subject this evening is something that has amazed me all my life. Since being a boy, I've been extremely interested in mythology. And some years ago, it isn't that long ago, I went with my dear wife Mary to visit a place called Countess on the island of Crete, which is an amazing place, and it is the home of the palace of King Minos at Countess. And there he supposedly, according to Greek mythology, fathered a son to a bull, and it was half man, half bull, and it was called the Minotaur, and it was held in a labyrinth beneath the palace of Countess. And if you go to Countess today, which is near the city of Heraklion on Crete, you can actually see the labyrinth because the remains of the labyrinth are there. And I had a good look down there. I didn't actually get down into it, but I had a good look at the labyrinth, and it seemed quite amazing to me that this massive creature that they describe in mythology would actually fit through that. Have you been to Countess, Countess?
Yes, I lived in Greece, and I loved that, and I also loved Akrotiri. on Santorini, another historical, mythological haven.
Well, they do believe that Santorini was the original Atlantis, don't they?
Isn't that fascinating? I, as well as you, have been interested in these things all my life and have lived both in Italy and Greece exploring. And I think this travel opens your mind to your past lives, don't you?
Absolutely. I felt a great deal of affinity with Greece, especially around Knossos, but it dates back 3,500 years. Do you know that the palace of King Minos actually had a water closet? This predates the Roman Empire in Britain. Yeah, well, we're talking about a proper water system there that flushed out the toilets and had sewerage and drainage, and this is quite remarkable when you think we're going back 3,500 years. Another one of the Greek mythological beings that does interest me very much is the Oracle at Delphi. Do you know much about that?
Oh, yes, the Pythia. Oh, yes.
And they used to sit on the throne. But did you know that the Oracle at Delphi did not actually give direct messages to the people that brought vast fortunes for messages from the world beyond? The actual messages were deciphered by the priests within the Delphic Oracle. Did you know that?
I did not realize that. How interesting.
Because the actual the Delphic Oracle was not one single individual. It was a numerous females who were brought out from the villages and who were trained and placed on a throne in the Delphic Oracle, where they supposedly received fumes or drugs or something like that put them in touch with the world beyond, and they were enabled then to communicate messages, and people brought vast amounts of money to them, but it was the temple priests that interpreted the messages. They believed it was a form of ethane gas that came from the stones below. I suppose it's much like they do today. They call it fracking today. In those days, they called it the Delphic Oracle.
John, you're so practical.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, but obviously, what was happening there was that the messages were being passed from the spirit world, but not directly, and they were being interpreted by the priests. If you, ladies and gentlemen, want a message this evening, the right way to go about it is to ring this number, and you can speak direct to John G. Sutton on 1-800-930-2819. That's 1-800-930-2819, and we will be absolutely delighted to take your call. We had lots of calls last week, some very, very interesting ones. But, ladies and gentlemen, what I would say is the best way to deal with this is to prepare your question so that you have your question ready. Always, if you're going to consult a psychic, whether it's the Delphic Oracle or the amazing Countess Starella, have your question ready and in your mind, because that way you'll get the very best out of your time. And time is often very limited. But when I was talking about mythological mysteries, one of the mysteries is, of course, the Nordic gods. Do you know much about Thor and Odin?
Oh, yes, I do. They've visited me since childhood. The bringer of lightning. Oh, yes, indeedy.
The bringer of lightning. I haven't actually. I've been to Denmark, which is quite a remarkable place. Have you been to Denmark, Countess?
Yes, I absolutely loved it. Loved it.
Brilliant people in Denmark, and also very spiritual, I found.
Yes.
Very spiritual, but the belief that the lightning is hammered out from the heavens by Thor and Odin and all the Nordic gods is an amazing piece of Nordic mythology that people sometimes do refer to. But what about the German mythology? Do you know much about German mythology? Because you've been in Russia, haven't you?
Yes. I don't have a great knowledge about Germany, but Russia, also compelling and often we live another life through the knowledge of these historical facts.
Historical facts indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've got the number to call in tonight. You can call in and ask myself, John G. Sutton, or the amazing Countess. The number to call is 1-800-930-2819. It's perfectly free. You'll be put through direct to myself or the amazing Countess. And we're now going to have a song that's based on a dream that my grandson had when he was staying with me. He woke one morning and I said, oh, come on, what have you been dreaming about? We were in the Lake District. He said, oh, I was dreaming about a big fat tree.
I was dreaming of a big fat tree. I was climbing, there was you and me. When we got to the top, what do you think we could see? It was a big fat tree.
We saw flowers, birds in the sky, children laughing to a lullaby. There was peace at last for you and me at the top of the big fat tree. I was dreaming of a big fat tree. I was climbing, there was you and me. When we got to the top, what do you think we could see? It was a big fat tree. We saw people in foreign lands. They were happy and holding hands. Saw rivers running to the sea from the top of the big fat tree. We had struggles, the climb was tough. You helped me when I had enough. So yes, together there was you and me. We had climbed the big fat tree. I was dreaming of a big fat tree. I was climbing, there was you and me. When we got to the top, what do you think we could see? It was a big fat tree.
Listen to the Yo Andrew News Talk Show every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. More info where to listen? www.yoandrewnts.com/listen. Don't get your message lost in the mail. Email us with this address, yoandrew@yoandrewnts.com. How about tweet Yo Andrew at Andrew Tweet Geo? Taking a picture is easy. Instagram us today at YoAndrewNTS. Psychic World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella, one of Britain's most respected psychic mediums. John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net.
Called the Oprah of radio by her listeners. Award-winning host Dr. Pat Baccili is blowing the doors off of traditional talk radio. Get ready for an energizing delivery and powerful interviews with leaders in the field of human potential. Dr. Pat's fresh, new perspective on living life full out has catapulted her show to the top of talk radio. Tune in and Dr. Pat will help you thrive instead of merely survive. Visit thedrpatshow.com. That's THEDRPatshow.com for listening times in your area.
Laura Longley is on a mission to remove stuckness from your life for good and replace it with happiness. Tune in Mondays at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, and Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com for The Laura Longley Show, where authentic change takes flight. Say yes to that inspired you and goodbye to your stuckness as Laura and her guests deliver powerful ways to work through common problems in this fun and unique hit show.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pat. I want to introduce you to my friends at BioResource, the exclusive Beyond Balance distributor in the United States and Canada. Used clinically by top Lyme doctors, Beyond Balance herbal formulas have helped thousands of patients battle tick-borne disease by providing superior immune system support and enhancing detoxification. Beyond Balance formulas are sold through healthcare professionals. The oral drops contain non-GMO food-grade vegetable glycerin, making them well tolerated by children and alcohol-sensitive patients. Practitioners often complement Beyond Balance formulas with high-quality homeopathic, such as Pecana-Spigeric remedies to enhance patient results. For more information, licensed or certified healthcare practitioners can call BioResource, the exclusive Beyond Balance distributor for the United States and Canada, at 800-203-3775. That's 800-203-3775. And together, let's win the battle against Lyme disease.
Good evening and welcome back to Psychic World. I am indeed John G. Sutton, and with me is the amazing Countess. Welcome back, Countess.
Thank you, John, darling, and I'm so thrilled about the subject we have tonight, which has been the other dimension for exploring the wonders and mysteries of history and storytelling.
Well, it's mythology, isn't it? I mean, as we were talking about the oracle at Delphi, I mean, we work for the modern-day oracle, do we not?
Yes, we do.
Aranum, the modern-day oracle, where people can actually go online to aranum.com, find the amazing Countess Starella or John G. Sutton, and we will be delighted to actually help you tune in. In fact, you can call in this evening. The number to call is 1-800-930-2819, and we will be very pleased to hear from you. Just before the break, we heard a song which was called Big Fat Tree, and that was all about my grandson, and he was staying with me in the Lake District, and he said to me one morning he'd been dreaming about a big fat tree. So we sat down and we wrote that song, and I really do hope you enjoy it. It was performed there by Lois J. Barine from Columbus, Ohio, and her friend, the amazing guitarist Jack Wills. We've got a lady on the telephone lines now called Jennifer. Can I speak to Jennifer, please?
Hi, John G. Hi, Countess.
Hello.
Hello, Jennifer. How are you doing? You're sounding well this evening.
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, but are you thinking of moving, Jennifer?
I would hope so. My house is having a bunch of issues lately.
Because I do feel that you are, yeah. Have you been having some breathing problem?
Breathing problems? With my nose, yeah, kind of my allergies and all that.
Yeah, because I do believe that there are times when it's difficult for you to, like you're fighting for your breath. Is that correct?
A little bit. It's probably because I smoke, too, so...
Jennifer, we must cure you of this habit that is hurting you.
I know. And I just recently started smoking not too long ago, so... I mean,
Jennifer,
I quit, and then
do you have a radio
again.
in the background? Can you just turn your radio down for me, please?
I did.
Yeah, you've done that. Thank you very much. Just have a quick word with my amazing friend, the Countess.
Jennifer,
Hi,
at this point, you must care for yourself in every way possible. You're a strong person, and I want you to say before you go to sleep tonight, when I wake up tomorrow, the most important thing in my world is breathing clean, fresh air. When I wake up tomorrow, the most important thing in my world is breathing clean, fresh air, because you want to preserve your gracious, beautiful temple of living human self. And what's the primary issue in your life that you need help with right now?
I'm just a little stressed out because I'm trying to start my own business, and I'm working at another job doing nights. So a lot of times I don't make it into the office, and I'm kind of like a bad agent.
What kind of business are you starting?
I'm going to be a realtor, So I have to put, like, my money into everything that I have. But I work nights in a bar, and it's just kind of hard on me because I have to be up at 7, but I don't get to sleep till 5. And
I can relate. I can relate with the 20-hour-a-day work schedule for 19 years. But you know what? We humans have the capacity to achieve great miracles if we take care of ourselves. And now repeat to yourself, oh my goodness, I'm so lucky. I just need to realize how lucky I am to even have an opportunity for a future career that will produce great financial rewards and an interesting job to do now while I'm pulling my new world together. The future is so exciting. You have everything that one needs to be happy. Now you just have to get grounded in appreciation to make the present moment a lovely journey. Don't you think so, John? This is the journey.
It is indeed a journey. Jennifer, just can I ask you a question here? Well, not a question. I'm going to tell you what I see. Yeah, I see that you've spent a great deal of money on setting yourself up with this new business. Tell me I'm right.
Yeah, I have, like, business clothes and all that. It's a new thing.
And you've had to jump through a lot of hoops to get where you are. Yeah.
Huh?
You've had to jump through a lot of hoops. There's been examinations and investing in certificates and various other. It's like perfunctory matters that you've had to put. You've had to get your ducks in a row. Let me tell you that. Is that correct, Jennifer? Yeah,
that is correct.
Well, let me tell you this. You've done it now. Yeah, you've got yourself into that position, and one thing that's very, very much in your favour is that you're very, very good with people. They relate to you very quickly, don't they, Jennifer?
Yes.
Absolutely believe that. I know that is the fact. So that when people are looking for a realtor, they call it in the UK they call them estate agents. Yeah,
estate agents.
In America, they call them realtors, yeah? But when people actually do phone you up to speak, they're going to feel an empathy because you do empathize with people's needs. And that's the first thing I said to you, are you thinking of moving? You're not just thinking of moving you, you're thinking of moving hundreds of people. Tell me I'm right.
Yeah, you're right.
John, I am right. Yes, go on.
Very much right.
Let me interject something. My father had many professions, but his very favorite and the one that produced the most money was real estate, and he looked at it as a combination of selling with psychology and what relationship is developed between the realtor and the client is very, very precious. And when you are known as a woman of integrity and connection and empathy, people find out about it. And the biggest difficulty, someone was on the phone with me today trying to sell a property and can't get the realtor to return calls, which we would think would be the simplest thing in the world. But it's very, very important to be right on top of the needs of your clients. I have no doubt in my mind that this is the direction you're supposed to go.
So, Jennifer, you know that you're on the right track, but what about your love life, Jennifer?
My love life, it's going a little bit.
It's picking up. Well, let me tell you that there is a man that you've been interested in for some time that is going to make closer connections. And you're really waiting for this to happen, aren't you?
Yes, and actually at 12:01 is his birthday.
Oh.
It's not very far, is it? Yeah?
No, and mine's on Thursday. Not tomorrow, but the next one.
Right. So you're very close to being 31, are you?
No, I'm a little bit older than that. I feel like I'm 31.
You do, yeah. You sound about that, and I know that you're looking really well. This is your year, Jennifer, yeah? This is your year that it takes off. I realise that you're throwing everything into this, but let me tell you, I don't know anybody who's made it working for themselves who hasn't given everything they've got. You've got to absolutely believe that you can succeed. Take it step forward here, and you will succeed. Jennifer, you've been a wonderful guest. Thank you very much for calling in this evening. Have you got a question you want to ask me before you go?
No, that sounds about it. Y'all done enough. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And just be a little bit careful about this breathing problem. I feel that you should possibly take some medical advice on that, because it may be that you need an inhaler at times. Do you sometimes use an inhaler?
No, but I feel like I do.
Well, I would seriously suggest that you take some medical advice. I don't think it's going to get worse. I think it'll get better. And as I say, you will be moving, and you'll be moving out into the fresh air, and you're moving into a time of success now. So please do enjoy that, Jennifer, and we'll no doubt speak again soon. Thank you very much, Jennifer.
Bye, dear.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Jennifer. Well, that's absolutely right. I'm sure that the moving and all the rest of it's going to be a wonderful success for Jennifer, and that was very nice to call in. Ladies and gentlemen, you too can call in and speak to either John G. Sutton, that's myself, or the amazing Countess Starella. The number to call is 1-800-930-2819. That's 1-800-930-2819. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back.
Into your I Am energy to discover who you truly are and who you always have been. Dawn Smith offers a simple yet profound and life-changing way to discover your I Am energy that is hidden beneath the toxicity caused by choices we made consciously or unconsciously prior to today. This internal perfection is not an idea, a theory, or some vague notion or concept. On the contrary, it is beyond the grasp of the brain and its intellectual interpretations, as it lies deep within the language of our hearts. Visit IamEnergy.ca.
Chris Stanis is a spiritual leader and healer and teaches a course on how you can transform your life through a meditation and healing system that will manifest your spirit's dreams. She manifested the Women of Wisdom Conference, the Women of Wisdom book, and this radio show. And she can show you how to change your life too. Are you ready? Visit the website and contact her at voicesofwomentoday.com. That's voicesofwomentoday.com.
World, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella, one of Britain's most respected psychic mediums. John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. His best-selling books include Psychic Pets, featured with John on the Walt Disney Channel, Animal Planet. Currently, John is the feature editor of the monthly Psychic World, which is the UK's Journal of Spiritualism. He has over 30 years of experience working in the field of paranormal studies. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net.
Tune in to Sheer Alchemy with Leslie Fontaine on TransformationTalkRadio.com and get ready to stir up your passions, remove your blocks, and shift into an entirely new existence. Speaker, teacher, channel, clairvoyant, Leslie Fontaine is a transformation catalyst who channels a powerful energy from Source to catapult listeners into living the life they were born to live. Whether it's shifting from scarcity to abundance, from emotional emotional pain into joy or from illness into health. Leslie will help you step into the true essence and power of all that you are with the help of the Ascended Masters and Archangels. You will not be the same. Visit TransformationTalkRadio.com for show dates and times and LeslieFontaine.com to say yes to explosive abundance.
Are you ready to move past limiting beliefs and unconscious obstacles that are holding you back from financial prosperity? Do you want to be free from debt and that feeling of being disempowered? Mary Jane Allen is a financial healer and joy creation specialist who uses her unique set of tools included in her financial healing process to help her clients move past those beliefs and fears. For more information and to contact Mary Jane, visit her website, manifestyourlifedream.com, and begin your financial healing process today.
Welcome back to Psychic World with Master Psychic John G. Sutton, one of Britain's finest, and I, Goddess of Beauty and Love, Countess Starella, who will walk you through this dreamlike memory of our pasts derived from myths and legends, some of the greatest stories ever told, and you were there.
I was there indeed, yeah. So, Countess, tell people how they can get hold of you on aranum.com.
They must come and see me in my inimitable, resplendent chat room at oranum.com, where every day I promise you new and greater thrills, more mysteries revealed, and simple, easy-to-implement techniques for changing your life for the better.
Well, we can all aspire to that, and you can contact me on aranum.com. Yeah, you can contact me on aranum.com. Or please do have a look at my website, psychicworld.net. There's probably about 150,000 words on there in my blog, and I'm a well-published writer, published in the USA. In fact, one year I had 4 books published in the USA, and I was interviewed by Who's Who, believe it or not. The literary Who's Who of America featured a big article on me. It's a little while ago now, but I am still writing. And tell me, Countess, you've got a thing about poetry, haven't you?
I do. My mother and sister are excellent poets, and all of us are talented songwriters. But I received just today a beautiful poem which I would love to read. Do we have time?
Please do.
It is called Starella, the Goddess of Beauty. Kissed by the tendrils of the morning sun, infused with starlight memory, radiating a warmth of spirit from her center, transmuting ordinary trials into lessons of wisdom, freedom, and personal God power, gracious in her celebrity status, a true star, shining a clear beacon toward dimensions beyond space, time, and gravity, where all true dreamers awaken and bask in heaven's universal love and light. She remembers she comes from starlight, and she knows the way home.
Amazing.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is. You know the way home. Well, people, you do know the way home, and you can phone in. That's a wonderful poem, that, Countess.
Oh, my goodness, this woman is lovely.
Yeah, phone in and you find your own way home. It's 1-800-930-2819. And strangely enough, I received a book of poems this week from my wonderful Uncle Alf, the Uncle Alf Sutton in Canada, and he sent me a book of poems written by his late wife, my Aunt Morag, and I'm going to read one for you now. Twig in hand, I command crickets, wind, and the occasional butterfly, the whir of startled partridge wing, drum roll for a dead louse. Beware, woodcutter, your music carries on the air, symphony for a windy afternoon. By Morag Sutton.
Wow, how lovely.
She was a beautiful lady, my Aunt Morag, and a very great poet. There's loads of poems in there. We may have some more as we go through. And that's from my dear Uncle Alf Sutton in Madoc, Ontario. And he's got a buddy Joe there. Did you know that?
No.
He's got a Buddy Joe. Yeah, quite a character, Buddy Joe. Countess, is it possible that we can have a song?
You mean you and I, the two of us, the two minstrels?
What do you think?
Well, let me see.
I think we can sing a song. But ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, if you want to call in, please do. The number is 1-800-930-2819. You can speak direct to John G. Sutton or the amazing Countess Starella. And if you want to know who I really am, stick me into Google. There's loads of stuff out there. I'm all over YouTube. I've written songs, written books, written poems, been on TV all over the world and a lot in America. And I think I'm going to be in New York for some TV very shortly. But I'm not exactly certain on that. You know what they say. Wait until you get the contract. We're going to have a song. We're going to have a song now. Are you ready, Countess? Oh, you're hitting me with the key. Is that the key you want me to sing in, yeah?
Yeah, baby.
All right, let's go for it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm going to sing this song in the style of Sinatra. That's Fred Sinatra, the pizza delivery man from Hoboken, New York. Are you ready, folks?
Yep.
It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story I think you ought to know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road.
I know the routine, so put another nickel in the machine. I'm feeling so bad. Won't you make the music dreamy and sad? I could tell you a lot, but you gotta be true to your code. Make it one for my baby, one more for the road.
You never know it, but buddy, I'm a kind of poet, and I've got a lot of things I want to say. And if I'm a gloomy, well, please listen to me till it's all talked away.
Well, that's how it goes. And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. So, thanks for the cheer. I hope you didn't mind bending your ear.
But this torch that I found, it's gotta be drowned, or it soon might explode. So make it one for my baby and one more for the road. That lonely road, Countess. One more for the road. Can you imagine doing that nowadays? I'll have one for the road. How far would you get?
Not too far.
You get whipped over by those guys in the blue suits. Get out, boy. Hey, you been drinking, boy?
You better get a designated driver if you're playing that tune.
Yeah, where would they be sitting? Outside waiting for you. That was one for my baby, and brilliant. You were absolutely brilliant, Countess, and as usual, I'm afraid I was rubbish, folks. but you may disagree, and you can listen next week. Now, you can phone in still. The number's open. It's 1-800-930-2819. My name is John G. Sutton, and with me this evening is the amazing Countess Starella, who works on Aranum.com, where you can see her in a very special chat room. She wears feathers, a hooly skirt, big purple hair, and you are definitely going to be in connection with the future. Am I right, Countess?
Oh, my goodness. Tonight we'll be visited by Glinda, the good witch from The Wizard of Oz. And also Nikola Tesla has said he will make a grand appearance. And let's see who else is on the agenda. Venus de Milo. She should show up.
Oh, she's harmless.
Hey,
that was quick, wasn't it?
That was pretty darn good.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to phone in this evening, or if you can't phone in this evening, make no doubt about it, write down this number, because you've really got to speak to this amazing lady, Countess Starella. The number, write it down, ladies and gentlemen, it's 1-800-930-2819. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be straight back. Thank you.
Inspired. Create the life you desire with internationally known radio host and motivational speaker Sue London. Sue inspires millions of people to overcome difficult or traumatic situations in their lives. People feel hope, courage, and are ready to move forward after hearing Sue speak. Book motivational speaker Sue London for your next event at AskSueLondon.com. That's AskSueLondon.com.
Tune in to Intuit University, compassionate guidance connecting you to your inner wisdom with internationally renowned psychic and medium Sherry Dillard, the second and fourth Thursday each month at 12 p.m. Pacific Time and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Get ready for an hour of practical spirituality and a fun and magic carpet ride into the spirit realm. This hit show is a combination of call-in readings and intuitive mentoring, as Sherry supports and empowers you to create your best life in relationships, career, finances, life purpose, and spirituality. For more information, visit SherryDillard.com.
Holistic Medical Center is where you find it all. A healthy space with doctors who care, see, and listen to the whole you. Hi, this is Dr. Darvish. If you have not found an answer to your chronic symptoms, you will find answers here at Holistic Medical Center. Our doctors find the root cause of your symptoms and guide your body towards healing naturally. We transform lives from within. Visit drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
There is not just one kind of radio show. Some shows are about health, wellness, food. Others are about helping you on your spiritual journey. Some radio shows are all about busting through and getting unstuck from the crust in your life. But the Dr. Pat Show? Well, she does it all. She's been helping people in all aspects of their life now for 10 years. Her interview style, her unique personality, the amazing guests she has on her show are all factors of what makes an amazing radio show. Please join Dr. Pat in celebrating 10 extraordinary years of talk radio.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pat. Thank you for supporting us for the past 10 years. Positive Talk Radio was a vision that we've had, and thanks to all of you, you've helped us make it a reality. We are promising each and every one of you that this coming year, our 10th year anniversary, will be the best yet. For more information, please make sure you stay tuned to TransformationTalkRadio.com or the drpatshow.com. And remember, join me. Let's live life full out together. Hi, I'm Dr. Pat. I want to introduce you to my friends at BioResource, the exclusive Beyond Balance distributor in the United States and Canada. Used clinically by top Lyme doctors, Beyond Balance herbal formulas have helped thousands of patients battle tick-borne disease by providing superior immune system support and enhancing detoxification. Beyond Balance formulas are sold through healthcare professionals. The oral drops contain non-GMO food-grade vegetable glycerin, making them well tolerated by children and alcohol cholesterol-sensitive patients. Practitioners often complement Beyond Balance formulas with high-quality homeopathic, such as Pecana-Spigeric remedies to enhance patient results. For more information, licensed or certified healthcare practitioners can call BioResource, the exclusive Beyond Balance distributor for the United States and Canada, at 800-203-3775. That's 800-203-3775. And together, let's win the battle against Lyme disease.
Welcome back to Psychic World. I am John G. Sutton, and with me is the amazing Countess Starella. Welcome back, Countess.
Thank you, my darling. What a lovely night. A balmy breeze is blowing here in Florida.
Really?
Filled with the scent of magnolias and jasmine and orange blossoms.
Do you know, we don't have many of them in Lancashire and in the United Kingdom. And if you ever come to the United Kingdom, you really must visit Lancashire, and then more specifically Cumbria, and go and have a look at my beloved Lake District. It is the most beautiful place on earth. I was there last week. The bluebells are out. The woods are like a carpet of blue. Absolutely brilliant. Which brought out the poet in me.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I was earlier this evening. We had a song that was written in conjunction with my grandson, Aaron. And when he was born, I woke in the middle of the night. It would be about 3 a.m, and into my mind had come a poem, and I had to get up straight away and write this down. It wasn't written really by me. It was written through me. It was like an inspiration. And this is the poem that I wrote. And I'd like to read it to you this evening. It's called Grandpa Grumps, and it's about my grandson, Aaron. I've just become a grandfather. My daughter gave birth to a lad. And suddenly all of me mourning has stopped, 'cause now I'm just glad. I used to think days were real hard like, all working and plodding away, just filling in time till me passing, but now, well, I'm planning to stay. Wife says I've got a smirk on. I'm laughing and chuckling at kid, watching him yelling and skriking, just like his mother once did. Now I see that this life's got a purpose, and all of them trials, hurts and bumps have turned into lessons I learned from on the road to Grandpa Grumps. And though I might be an old codger, grey hair, baldy patch and fat tum, for one little chap I'm still perfect, and that fellow is me grandson. You see, it's all down to perception. He sees not the signs of old age, but a person that offers affection, his very own jolly plump sage. I tell him tall tales of brave exploits, read nursery rhymes and sing songs. He sits on my knee and starts laughing, and never a day is too long. Dear God, let this boy live in freedom. Do not let his innocence spoil as he faces this world and its troubles. May he find peace of mind, not just toil. Then one day, when my song is a memory, and he's travelled and wearing life's lumps, God, grant him a grandchild to cuddle. Then he too will be Grandpa Grumps.
Oh, Johnny, how adorable. How absolutely touching. It's just precious.
That's very nice. Yeah, and that came to me shortly after my grandson was born. He was just a baby in arms, and he's nearly 12 now, going to high school very soon, and he wants to be a surgeon. He's extremely intelligent, brilliantly bright, and he writes songs, as you heard earlier, with Big Fat Tree. Mm-hmm.
Charming.
So all your family, you've had works published yourself. You've had musicals success, have you not? Countess?
Absolutely, and feel very, very fortunate to have pursued the lives of our dreams. And it just goes to show you, listeners, don't put it off. Go and do those things that you love. Go after them in fearless pursuit, and let no one discourage you from your dreams.
Well, we all have dreams, and as they say, if you don't have a dream, how are you going to have a dream come true? But you are definitely going to be able to live your dreams if you actually believe. And that's what this show's about. Your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions, your aspirations. You call in and write down this number, okay? You might not be able to call this evening, but we'd be delighted to hear from you next week. The number to call, have you got your pens ready, folks? Yeah. It's 1-800-930-2819. And you can speak to myself, John G. Sutton, or the amazing Countess Starella. And if you want to see more about my work, then look online. Just go online and see psychicworld.net. On there you'll see that there's a shop. You can see my books. Go on to Amazon. There's poetry there. There's one of my albums called Favorite Poems, which includes me reading things by Walter Delamere. I read Silver. Slowly, silently, now the moon walks the night in a silver shoon. You like that poem, Countess?
Oh, well, that's very interesting because that was one of my close relatives' last names, Delamere. How interesting. And I always loved him.
Walter Delamere, yeah, the listeners. Is there anybody there, said the traveller, knocking on the moonlit door, as the horse chomped the grasses on the forest's ferny floor. There you go, straight off the top of my head. What about that?
You're blooming brilliant. Shall I quote a little bit? Shall I quote the last line of Anna Karenina from Tolstoy?
Give it to us then. Go on, let me have it.
And the candle, by the light of which she had been reading that book, filled with anxieties, deceptions, grief, and evil, flared up with a brighter light, lit up for her all that had before been dark, crackled, began to flicker, and went out forever.
Remarkable. And that's Anna Karenina by Tolstoy, yeah?
One of the most brilliant movies as well. Both Garbo and Vivian Leigh brought those roles to life for us.
Yeah, one of my favourite movies is definitely The Wizard of Oz.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
And they can come and see... They can come and see the wonderful Wizard of Aranum. That's the amazing Countess Starella.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. At your service.
You're the good witch, though, aren't you? L. Frank Baum wrote the books, didn't he? Yeah.
Loved it.
In fact, I just bought a specially advanced copy of that on DVD, you know, like a restructured copy. But it's a movie that will live forevermore. My grandsons love it. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been wonderful for listening to us this evening. You will call in next week. I know that you will. It's 1-800-930-2819. You can contact the amazing Countess Starella on aranum.com. Or you can see myself there. That's Psychic John G. I work on Aranum too. Or see me through my website, psychicworld.net. You can phone me up direct. There's a link on my website. Or you can send me an email. It's john@psychicworld.net. We'll be absolutely delighted to hear from you next week. Will we not, Countess?
Yes, we will. And we'll be looking forward to help you achieve your fondest dreams and wishes.
Your aims, hopes, and ambitions. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
You've been listening to Psychic World with John G. Sutton, featuring his special guest, Countess Starella. Tune in each Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, for one of Britain's most respected psychic mediums. John is an internationally published author, poet, and professional clairvoyant. Countess Starella has an incredible ability to visualize your future in a positive, passionate way. This show offers all listeners the chance to call in and speak directly to John or the amazing Countess Starella. You can ask your personal questions about love, career, money, relationships, or whatever is troubling you in this often difficult life. What dreams may come? Join John G. Sutton and Countess Starella to discover your answer. See www.psychicworld.net. See you next week.
You can have it all. Join Dr. Richard Bartlett and Melissa Joy for our mind-blowing Festival of the Healing Arts, coming to Seattle May 16th through the 25th. We'll be teaching the entire Matrix Energetic Seminar package in one location.
You have to experience it yourself. You have to be there, touch it, play with this.
It's not a complicated system. It's simple, it's easy, and it's fun. It's quite remarkable.
And this woman literally went doot, doot, and I had this wave, this whole wave of energy come through me like I had never felt anything like that in my entire life, and it just blew me away. I was like, wow.
Matrix Energetics, consciousness technology for transformation and healing. Join us for a free introductory course, May 16th from 7 to 9 p.m. Seminars will be at the Doubletree Seattle Airport. Visit matrixenergetics.com for a seminar coming to a city near you. Come as you are and leave transformed.
I'm Christine Upchurch, and this is a Stellar Reflections Minute. As a former research statistician, my scientific background is what many would call sensible. For more than a decade now, I have been working in the field of energy medicine, facilitating sessions and teaching around the world. People from the mainstream often ask me, how did a sensible woman like you end up working in such an alternative field? Implicit in their question is the underlying assumption that the field of subtle energy, such as energy healing and intuition, isn't sensible. But I believe it is very sensible. Even scientists are able to measure aspects of this. Approaching life from an energetic perspective brings us new opportunity for healing and transformation. And from a practical standpoint, even if you can't rationally explain how something works, if you experience a shift from it, then doesn't it make it pretty sensible? Please visit StellarReflections.com or call 425-999-9836. That's 425-999-9836.
Did anyone teach you to be a parent? What if there were tools that could make your job a whole lot easier? Glenna Rice invites you to be the questionable parent you truly be in a dynamic teleseries designed to empower parents to know that they know and give you the awareness required to create ease and joy between you and your children. Check out GlennaRice.com to learn more and to book a private session. Or dial 415-235-2807.
Tune in to The Jen Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jen is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit jenroyster.com for more information.
What if the world doesn't function the way we've been told? What if we truly can bend the laws of physical reality? What if we can end limitation? What if weird were the coolest thing you could be? And what if it's time for a totally different reality? Are you ready to create it? Are you ready to dream as big as you dare? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything in my life changed for me. This is your invitation to step into something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Gandhi, Galileo, and Aristotle all knew to be true. It's not about the answer. It's about being the question, always. It's about truly being you, whatever that looks like, and changing this world. Is now the time? Start by signing up for a free video series at beingyouclass.com. That's beingyouclass.com. What if you are the gift and the change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
Want to experience a deeper spiritual connection, reduce stress, and overcome anxiety? You can take control of your life now with the power of meditation. Let Jennifer Farmer, gifted intuitive, medium, and spiritual teacher, show you how easy it is to develop your natural intuitive gifts, manage chronic pain, and live abundantly with a consistent meditation practice. Sign up now for Jennifer's newsletter at jenniferfarmer.com to receive a free healing meditation and watch her free instructional videos at jenniferfarmer.com.
Hello, this is Peter Aquilina, CEO and founder of Deer Defense, LLC. For over 15 years, I have been dedicated to tick reduction and the prevention of Lyme disease and other tick-borne diseases. Deer abatement and tick reduction is what we do, and it is all we do. We offer deer fence sales and installation, organic tick sprays, even a simple and inexpensive Lyme risk assessment for your property. Call or email us today at 203-550-8350 or deerdefense@gmail.com. That's DEERDEFENCE@gmail.com.
Are physical pain and illness controlling your life? Are you ready to release what no longer serves you, but just cannot get there on your own? Consider an intuitive healing session with Christy Borst. Christy's love-based healing energy has had amazing, even miraculous effects on her in-person and long-distance clients. Visit healingresonance.us. That's healingresonance.us to book your private intuitive healing session with Christy. Feel happiness is just beyond your grasp? Want to move past old hurts or traumas? Not feeling comfortable in your body? Consider an intuitive healing session with Christy Borst. Christy has a device